right, and we're back. Thank you for joining me again. This is an extension of the last video, not necessarily to gain an understanding of tabs because I think we have grasped that concept. But I will mention, I will mention tabs in this lesson. Okay, now this is a full progression as far as how the course runs. All right, so right now, what I'm showing you in terms of the guitar and the fretboard, it is a combination of the major scale in general and just the concept of what could be played on one string versus what is being played on multiple strings on the neck of a guitar. Okay, now let's get started. Now, what I'm about to show you is that a scale can be played on one string or it can be played on multiple strings. And I'm going to demonstrate this for you. It will make more sense when you see me do it, but I'm showing you this way first. Okay, so in the tabs, you notice right now we're not focusing on the notes right now. I mean, you can look at it all you want because it's there. But we notice that in this illustration, all the fretted notes are on one string. And in this case, it's all on the fifth string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's the string that it's on. On the fifth string, we see which fret those notes are being played. Obviously, feel free to try this on your own guitar. 3rd fret, 5th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 10th, 12th, 14th, 15th. And I'm going to play this for you. Okay, now that's how it looks on one string. Now, how does this look on multiple strings? Well, you already got an intro to that. You already got an introduction to that in the last video. Let's still see how it looks again. Okay, so now you see that the tabs look different. And now we see that we're fretting multiple strings. Okay, and here's how this looks. This is where we begin to notice that actual chords can be constructed on these strings. If a guitar only had one string, how could you play chords? Okay, so this is an advantage that guitar has. A guitar doesn't come with one string. If it did, then we would be limited to only playing scales. So I just wanted to show this to you, and I wanted to add as well, I'm going to be throwing a lot of numbers around, but a lot of times these numbers correspond to different things. As you already know, what we're looking at tabs. Okay, you know the string number, that's one number. You know the fret number. There's also the degrees within a major scale. Now, in a C major scale, which is what you're looking at, the C is referred to as the root. Okay, it's just the foundation of the scale, or it's where the scale starts in a C major scale. Okay, so it's only fitting that we would call the C the 1. All right, and basically you're counting all the way up to 7, and then you end up back on C after 7. All right, so I'm going to count this with the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right, so again, I'm going to be throwing numbers around quite a bit, but I'll also let you know what it pertains to, what we're talking about, before I just throw out a number. Okay, so far as numbers, we know that there are string numbers, there are fret numbers, and there are numbers as it pertains to the major scale in, what note you're playing within the major scale without naming notes. I know I probably didn't word that correctly, but without naming notes, you can also say, well, I'm on the 3 of the key of C, okay, or I'm on the 1, where we're going to stay on the 1. All that means is to stay on C. If someone says we're going to stay on the 3, well, in this case, if you're in the key of C, that 3 is E, because if you're on E, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Some people may say E, and you just got to know what E is. But this is just an introduction, and I'm just, we're getting our feet wet here. So, so now we're about to get into playing chords. All right, scales and chords actually. So, all right. Again, if you have any questions, please leave questions in the Facebook group, in the private Facebook group, and I will see you then. All right.